What if we've gotten it all wrong? What if the way that we look at those who are in the most difficult situations in life, those we've labeled hopeless or in dire straits or in deep need, what if we've gotten it wrong about how we're looking at those situations? That is what today's lesson is all about. Welcome to day 92, Rewired. This is a take on A Course in Miracles, and I'm going to just say that I think most people get this one wrong. Most people look at this and this is where we end up seeing people go towards spiritual bypassing. They hear this lesson and they really start to believe that those things aren't happening, or we don't need to look at the most difficult things in life, that putting energy and effort into seeing the people that are hopeless is not where light comes from. I think it also can be taken as a place to bypass it and not have to see the most difficult things. But I don't think that's what the original course was meant for. I think it was telling us to see the light even in those situations, not by saying that this was what was needed or meant for those people, but instead seeing the strength of those people, seeing the strength in the eyes of the Palestinians rising up and going back to homes they know probably no longer exist. Seeing those who lost their jobs and ended up on the street with their children, finding a way to still put food in the mouths of their children and do everything they can to fill them with love. Seeing people rise up from the ashes, even in the worst of situations. It's finding and seeing the strength that is the light. It's recognizing that even in our worst situations, we can find the strength within ourselves to take the responsibility within the things we can be responsible for. It's not taking responsibility for things that are outside our control, or not setting boundaries and making sure that we're protected. That's all part of it. That's all part of tapping into our strength, into our light. From a business perspective, from a leadership perspective, this is seeing the hardest moments, the most difficult times, and being able to step into the light and the strength of seeing where this will foster and mold us into the leader that we're supposed to be becoming, that we already are. Recognizing that strength already lives inside us, that light is who we are. We are born with this. Today's lesson is that miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. The original lesson speaks to when we focus so much on helping others from this perspective of them being helpless. That is darkness. And I don't believe that darkness is a bad thing. But to me, seeing darkness means that we have an opportunity to see the light in it. It's okay to have those moments, but then how do you look at that and see where there is inspiration and there is strength? How do you look at those opportunities and say, how do I raise up the voices of those who are building strength and inspiration in these communities so those people can rise up through their own sovereign strength? How do I do that within myself? That is what this is speaking to. Not to say that it doesn't exist, that those difficulties and the suffering doesn't exist, to say that there is strength within it. And how do I focus on that? Because if I'm trying to step into savior, that in and of itself is stepping away from my wholeness because I don't see them as whole. So instead of trying to save, how do we see anyone, including ourselves, as already whole? And then ask ourselves, how do we help raise them up in their wholeness? The first step is seeing the wholeness in yourself. seeing the strength and the light that exists within you, even in the hardest moments. In the moments where it feels like darkness, where do you see the flicker of light? And how do you expand that? In the hardest moments in your life, whatever those are, whether business or otherwise, the hardest moments that you see your employees or your team or your family or kids, how do you see the flicker of light, the opportunity to see that they are full and whole as they are? They don't need to be fixed, but they need to be fostered into their growth and their wholeness, fostered into seeing that within themselves. So with that, I want you to take a moment. I'm going to walk you into a meditation, but I encourage you to try and take at least 10 minutes today, focused entirely on the strength and the light within. We're not going to spend 10 minutes on this particular video or audio, but I encourage you to spend the time at least twice today connecting deeply with the strength within. So take a moment and take a deep breath in, filling your entire body, seeing it expand your stomach into your chest, filling up through your throat and all the way to your head as if there's pressure, pushing it all the way to the top. And as you feel that pressure slowly start to release, letting that exhale take twice as long as the inhale. And taking a few more breaths in whatever cadence serves you, just ensuring that the exhale takes twice as long as the inhale. Filling your body with this beautiful source of strength, a strength that you have the ability to tap into harnessing. And as you do that, feel your eyes close deeply, noticing the light that is filling your body, coming in from the top of your head and coming down past your third eye, going past your ears so you can hear what you need to hear, your eyes, third eye, so you can see what you need to see, down past your throat so you can hear what you need to hear, and filling the heart space with light, melding with the beautiful rose gold light that already exists in that space. Continuing down the body, past your solar plexus, your sacral, into your roots and down your feet, deep, deep into the core of the earth, going down all the rocks and sediment, deep into the lava and the core of the earth, where it scoops up the beautiful golden light that is held within Mother Earth, bringing it back up through to your feet and up, past your root, past your sacral, mixing with the golden light that is already in your body, the rose gold and whites, continuing up past your solar plexus, heart, throat, past your third eye and up through the crown, going above, so you're connected above and so below. And now I want you to feel yourself drop down into your heart center, noticing how this space is filled with a peace and a presence, a place deeply familiar to you. It feels safe and warm, and knowing that all you need is already here. A knowing that you are whole. And feel this light that is surrounding you as it expands out beyond you, beyond the space you're in, beyond the room, beyond the town that you are in currently and the state, the country, expanding, taking over the whole world, growing into the universe, past the stars and the planets, passing through a dark tunnel and into a space with beautiful pink dust that is pushing you through into a jelly-like substance. And as you come out the other side of that jelly-like substance, you see an iridescent white light that you start to enter into. And as you enter into this space, you dissolve into the white light. And it is here that you see and feel that you are everything and nothing all at the same time. You have all you need, and anything you need to access is here. Feel the presence, the infinite knowing, the strength within this light. Pause in this presence. Whatever you need is already here for you. You are loved. You are light. You are strength. If you would like to ask anything, ask now. And as you are ready, take a moment to thank the space that is here. And find yourself moving back down through the jelly-like substance, through the beautiful pink dust, through the darkness, and into the space of planets and stars, back into our Earth's atmosphere, quickly moving back into the space of your home, your place that you currently are sitting, and finding your body fully present in your body, feeling the energy come back to your fingers and toes, Feeling those roots come up into your body from the Earth's core, and coming deeply into presence here now, taking with you all you've gained, all you know, and the light and the strength that is with you. Thank you so much for joining me today. This has been Rewired, day 92. I am so grateful for your dedication and your devotion. If you've come upon this video randomly on the internet, somewhere on YouTube or Spotify or somewhere else, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you'd like to join, you can go to inspiredfocus.co/rewired, and you can join us in getting 365 days of daily practices you can do in just 15 minutes or less a day that will serve in transforming your mind, rewiring it for miracles for the spiritually curious high achiever. I am Jamie O'Connor. I am your guide, and I'm so grateful you are here with me today. See you tomorrow for day 93.